well, welcome everyone. I'd like to call this meeting to order with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, so we have the minutes from our last meeting in February. If you want to take a minute and look it over. Motion to approve the minutes from February 18th, 2025 with the changes. Yes, with the change on board president may move to Maryland, maybe a board member.
Question for, may I insert a question?
Yeah, of course.
Sarah, do we need to wait on signing then?
In theory, I could print it off and do that, or I think we could just, can we make a manual adjustment and then initial it? Yeah.
Do you have the sheet or do you want me to use this
You
one?
can just use that one, it's just fine. I mean, they're all the same, so.
I'll second your motion. All in favor? Aye.
Do we make a change on here first?
Yeah,
Or
just,
sign?
just cross out president, that would be secretary, and that would be president.
Hold up here or something.
No, that's
That
correct.
is correct.
What do you think?
Yes.
Yeah, it should be, it should
I
be.
think so too. Okay. So we approved the minutes of February 18th, and now we're going to review policies. I'm assuming that has, one of those that.
Well, earlier this year, meeting with Sarah on policies, we determined we needed to just go through everything and, determine if the policies that are in place need updated. And, you know, the state is, it seems continually giving us new policies. And so we wanted to catch up on those. And so Sarah has built a book. Sarah handles HR. And in addition to everything else she does, but she's our HR department. So anyway, you can see there are quite a few policies in here. I'm going to let Sarah explain what might be up for action tonight. A lot of this is for you to kind of read and digest, and if signatures and action are needed, that'll come before you at a later meeting.
So basically, I just organized it. Everything that's on that front page is in there. They are all adoptable policies. So technically, all of them are ones that need to be adopted. We have many of them already, but a lot of them are very old, might have been different board members, might have been, lots of different things. So really, I kind of wanted to do an overhaul. So these are all updated. This is all the policies that we technically need to have. And I kind of just started fresh. We did add a couple benefit details, kind of things like that. We did add some that we didn't have in office that with modern changes and things like that, we had to do some changes, internal control updates, things like that. So really, I just wanted you guys to have it to be able to look at your leisure, and probably next time we'd be able to adopt them and kind of, if you guys have questions between now and then, you can reach out for clarification. And, a lot of them are very streamlined. It's nothing too wild. They're all pretty, do you agree? This is required? Yes, we do, so, but again, yeah, if you guys have questions, and it's a lot. So. It's nice to have everything in one place to know exactly what we're doing, send you sign update, all that kind of stuff. So,
Thank you, Sarah, for
Yeah,
all your work on pulling this all together. Really appreciate that.
Next item is pre-budget.
This, this is just, there's no action requested here. You have a sheet here in the pocket of your binder that shows what is budgeted. And it shows our expenses, our remaining monies and so forth. Sarah has highlighted the areas where we have shortfalls. Don't worry about the community center refund. We're figuring that out, but you can see that we refunded $38,955. We anticipate that to be reimbursed by insurance.
I'm wondering.
We have that piece on the policy
Oh, good.
for lost income. So, we expect that, plus, I think they're going to allow us to estimate bookings we would have made in that period of time as well.
Any of that for community center falling under the repairs and maintenance, or is that,
No, and
Right.
I will explain that here in a minute, but
sorry?
no, that's all right. But as far as our 2026 budget, at our next meeting, you will have real numbers. The reason I wanted you to have a copy in front of you is this is a really good time. If you have in your mind, maybe it's something that you see or think we need to do or have, now is a good time to plan that, you know. Otherwise, we will adjust line items as needed, hopefully reduce some line items, and come back with a proposed budget later.
I have a question.
Yeah.
The kind of tacky comp expense is what it EFC forward?
Mhm. So that's what we're expecting. So that's just a mid-year check-in, and then that is if that number's doubled. So this is what we would anticipate would be the full year, spending based on what we spent in the previous 6 months. And then, what has actually been spent directly, and then based on that, what our difference would be at the
Okay.
end of the year.
So you're taking the third column and basically taking it times 2 to
Mhm.
get the second column.
Correct.
I
Yep.
got it. Okay.
But if you don't spend as much in the second half, then that's what we're
Exactly.
gonna look to adjust.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Mhm. So, I mean, it's pretty straightforward. Next year, to put it on your radar, I do anticipate a very large appropriation for the cemetery. I don't know if you recall 2 years, or was it last, I don't remember if it was
22
22,
years ago.
the 2023 budget. We had budgeted to, restore 2 cemeteries, which is a lot of money. And I got a couple of proposals for those. Neither seemed professional to me as far as the format, so I set them aside. We did not do that project, so the money just rolls back into our operating fund. So I'd like to reappropriate, if you will, next year and get those taken care of. 3, however, I expect either this year or early next to have a 4th conveyed to us, that, the West Cemetery, which we cared for in the, prior to 2000, I would say, we cared for West Cemetery. It's located near 96 and Allisonville,
Oh,
in that whole new development.
yes, that little partial.
Yep, it's right back in there. Okay, so, the developer has made plans to convey that back, but they want to get access road all built and all that for us. So, yeah, it sounds like it's gonna be a good setup for us to have better access than what we had years ago. So, through the woods. So anyway, it will be 4, and then those stones would most likely need to have some restoration work as well. But the 2 that we're looking at, for, I guess, major repairs are, Spanish, which is 141st in Allisonville, and Eller, which is, it's between Allisonville and Eller at about 106th Street. You can kind of see it now that they've changed the everything around it. It kind of stands out. Those have a lot of headstones that need repaired. Petty, the third one, needs cleaned. There's very little damage in there, so,
You did that one not
Oh.
too long ago, right?
it's been a long time since
Yeah.
we did that, and, it's overdue, really, so we're gonna get on it. Other than that, I don't see any big projects outside of what we're already doing outside of this budget. So, any other questions that you can think of at this moment?
Going back to the cemeteries again,
Mhm.
those proposals that you got, were either of those from the guy who did the presentation at the education conference?
No. He says he's retired.
Oh.
You talking about John Walters?
Yeah,
Says he's
retired,
retired.
but he'd be perfect for the job.
Oh, I know.
Can you recommend anybody?
Last I talked to him, he did not, he's just that kind of person. He did not want to show favoritism to, but, I did find a couple that were more local to us. But I think they just need to go back and take another look, and I need more detail in the proposal and everything. So, yeah. So I think that's it on the 2026 pre-budget. Other than, I'd also like to get a feel from you, possibly tonight, on cost of living adjustments on salary. And if you go to, I think it's your first tab, is that right? Under personnel policies, and you have.
I think it's that page right there.
Yeah.
The one right before the one you're on.
So Sarah has our salary resolution in here for us, for 2025. And I just wanted you to kind of see where we're at. I believe Sarah's doing some research on, cost of living adjustments.
I did research previous years. In the last couple of years, we've done a 5% increase. So I just wanted to let you know that's where we have been. So, but I am doing some more digging on just what the general,
Yeah.
the ongoings have been in areas.
And, do you, Marilyn, happen to know what the county's doing?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say, don't we
I
have
mean, I
to mirror
guess
what the
it's
county
happening.
does?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not involved in the budget process.
Mhm.
Ask Kevin.
And the thing is,
Yeah,
cost of
if you-
living is, I would say, is going up more than 5% right now, or it has been.
It has been.
So, I mean,
We're gonna
If
see
you
what
buy-
the feds are saying, I
Yeah.
guess.
and, but I mean, we need to kind of look locally too. I mean, if we were in New York City, we would be doing different, so,
Right.
you know.
I think they break it down by state.
Okay, all
I'm
right,
pretty sure.
all right. Yeah, well, I think we should look at that because I mean, I'd rather give more than not. You know, if it comes back 6 or 7 or 8 or whatever, I would vote for that, just not for, I mean, I'm not saying because of me, but I'm just saying,
Right.
we want to keep the people. I know you love your staff. I would rather pay them a little bit more and keep them than have them redo.
Yeah.
So,
Lose
to
the
me-
weight of the cost of living.
yeah,
I agree.
yeah, and because the other thing you might look at, Sarah, besides cost of living, just what are, put in people that are in a similar role, you know, market value, I
Sure.
guess is more what I'm thinking.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I'd like to make sure that we're accounting for, again, it's cheaper to keep people than to lose them and have to replace, so.
So once we establish what is a fair, adjustment, is that what you'd like me to go ahead and plug in for your consideration next time then?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay,
Okay.
okay.
I mean, I think, of course, that was last year, the county, it looked like my employees got somewhere between usually 5 and 6%. But it kind of depends on where they are in the, at the top.
Oh,
The
right.
range, and
Right.
I don't know, because I don't get
Mhm.
involved in any of that anymore, but I'll find out if in their budget instruction, what the council told them to plug in.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Once we have higher performers, I say, you know, they should be relooked.
Mhm.
So I think that's up to your discretion, you know, we're not with them day to
A lot
day.
of, I mean, very educated and knowledgeable and competent.
Yeah, so I mean, I would rather go to the high end if we can, for these people. I'm just saying that I'm certain looking at this, none of them are overpaid. So
No,
I would prefer to look at that. And if you want a pool of money, sometimes where I used to work, we had a pool of money and people that work for higher performers, we would, you know, this person might get 8%, this person might get 5%. You know, it's kind of a zero sum game, which I hate. Like you should get what you deserve. So we're at everybody at this certain level. If you've got a couple of higher performers, I would recommend, again, speaking cheaper.
Understood.
So,
So on the budget, I believe that is probably it. I need to put on your radar that, General Assembly also enacted a requirement that we establish a road fund. And, with that, the development of a capital improvement plan. We just got that, what was it, yesterday from DLGF? We were supposed to have it, the law became effective July 1. We got the instructions, we're still waiting for the training video on it. So we just got that yesterday, and we're supposed to file the CIP with our budget to the county council. And I don't remember.
September 30th.
Well, there's a deadline before that.
Oh, yeah.
This board has to adopt it by September 30, but I believe it's in
Yeah.
August. It goes
It
to the county council for non-binding review.
It's for their board, it's whatever their meeting is, and it happens to be, I think, August 6th, maybe? I think it might be, like, really, really soon, or
Okay.
maybe 16th. I think it's
Well,
6th.
I think that considering that we just got it yesterday, from the state, there's no way we can turn it around that quickly.
But of course, the state wants.
They were.
So, anyway, on that capital improvement plan, we will, be assigning our, non-earmarked funds, if you will. We've talked about how to earmark them. We've never formally done that. So we will be doing that, and whatever is not earmarked nor used, including used for the 2026 budget. So that's earmarked. Anything in the general fund or rainy day fund that is not on the CIP is subject to 30% going into the road fund.
Interesting.
Find a new way to figure out what the way to do.
So anyway, we're meeting with Mike Reuter next week, and we'll start kind of pounding out how we're going to put this CIP together and then get it before you, as soon as we can. And you can then adopt it along with the budget.
it looks like the next council meeting, county council meeting is the 6th of August. Pushing it.
Yeah.
Unless, do they only have one meeting a month?
Yeah. Usually the first Tuesday.
Yeah, this is a Wednesday.
Oh, first Wednesday, I mean.
That's all on that agenda item.
Next week, and then I just update.
They moved a bunch of dirt the last 2 days. Actually, yes, it is happening. And, so the first part is them making the path kind of back to the back, to the pergola area for development and, getting the pavement started. So it's gonna be exciting. And, we met today on the, remodeling of this building. We're scheduling a subsequent meeting to drill down a little bit more on details on the expansion. We've got a pretty good drawing, but it needs some adjustments. What we're doing in this building is, remodeling where the restrooms and utility closet are downstairs. And it will give us space for the pantry, what would you call it, the delivery
Pickup.
area?
Oh, nice.
Pantry pickup area. So, the current ladies' restroom will hold space to move the utility, like the mop sink and stuff like that. Because there is a mechanical closet in the women's room already. So we're gonna put the utility type stuff next to that. The rest of it will be pantry operation. The current utility room, will be kind of the reception area for clients to come in and, you know, get their orders and select produce, what have you. And then, there will be, where the men's room is, they will build 2 fully contained accessible restrooms. We don't need, you know, we've watched through the years and there's rarely ever a line.
I've never seen one.
Yeah.
So-
Upstairs bathroom.
Yeah.
There's many options.
Right, right. So I think this will allow us to utilize the space in the building better. And it'll give back the kitchen to the Kirkendall room people because we're currently using it for pantry. I think it'll be a more, I don't know, a little more put together for
Yeah.
our
Right.
clientele.
Less chaotic, so that if there is an event in the Kirkendall room during the day and we are having pantry clients, they're kind of having to walk by. If somebody wants to get water in there, and so it'll be nice, we'll just be out of their way and they'll be not in our
And
way.
it'll be down, the door will be down, you know, by our office.
So we can see when
So
people come in,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh, nice.
I think it'll be,
That's
it'll be really cool.
Yeah.
And then, along with the addition, we are gonna remodel the current office spaces so that it's more, I guess, put together for our type of use and, give us some more office space, divided space. So, they will hopefully break ground on that, in, I think it's either September or October. They want to get a roof on, you know, before winter. So, they said it, a plan, right? The park, we hope is online by November.
Oh.
Mhm. And the community center, redo, put back, they haven't given me a final timeline yet, but they're estimating late October, November. So,
Thanksgiving.
yes. And I'm thinking we can have one grand opening for the
Yeah.
park and the community center and rededicate it all to, you know, to the community. The things that I guess that are gonna be better about the community center, we're just so excited because it's allowing us to have fresh and new and more modern equipment and, you know, new carpet, painted walls, you know, all these things. But we are tucking into the rebuild, a little more amenity to the building. During the week, we have like sometimes we have seminars, you know, groups coming, being educated or have a speaker. And we'll have like a monitor or 2 in the lobby so that you can hear and see what's going on in there. We see a lot of people have to, you know, when you're in the world we're in, you know, people are stepping out with their phones, with their computers and trying to do whatever and pay attention. So, anyway, we're gonna try to accommodate that. Yeah. So, all in all, everything's coming along as to be expected.
Great.
Yeah.
Are they putting new furniture?
Yeah, the furniture's all gone.
Oh, I wonder, because I saw them bring it out,
Yeah.
and then I saw them take it back in, and I was like,
Well,
surely that's going in a dumpster.
it did.
It was
It
good,
did.
because it was like, oh yeah, I mean, it rained on it multiple times.
It was already, it was already wet from the,
Right.
yeah.
So that's why I was, They took it
Yeah.
back. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then laminate was starting to peel on like the podiums and
Yeah.
stuff. It all, we salvaged a few little things, not much. It is, I mean, the appliances.
The equipment, yeah.
Yeah, we were able to salvage the appliances.
Oh, you were?
They had somebody come out and check them all.
Wow.
So I think there's still an outstanding question on one ice maker,
Oh,
but it should be,
okay.
yeah.
Today, Monia had sent me, there was the, first on site, I think, had sent a walkthrough that you could.
Yeah, I
go
did, and they finally gave it
Yeah,
to
it
me.
was so interesting to be able to like actually walk during, when it was maximum damage, to see the
I'll send that,
extent.
let's send it
Yeah, so that's
to everybody so
Yeah.
they can see.
Yeah,
It is interesting.
it was just like to see the extent, not emotionally, because in the, when you first saw it, it was just like, ugh, but to now be like, holy moly, just how extensive it was.
Mhm. So, Monia and Matt are hard at work, and I think you've been involved in that too, with the inventory, trying to assess values to everything.
Oh, wow.
It's a job.
Nice job.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of internet searching and trying to, figure out what level of, or quality did we have and how do you assess that,
But what's
It's the
great is
same.
record retention, we have receipts from everything too, it's really nice to be able to go, do we have, and I'm like, we have it, and so that is kind of,
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, really good. Really good. So, do you have any questions on the project?
Yeah, since the park's gonna be open later this year, you give me thoughts how like holiday lights out there.
oh my goodness.
Well, that could be real fun.
I'm quite-
Good.
Yeah.
I know how you
It
like
could
to
be a little
decorate for
winter
Christmas around here.
wonderland.
That could be your,
Cute.
your community open,
Right.
Yeah,
grand opening thing.
Hi.
Yeah.
The trail is closed at dark. That's really.
Oh.
So,
But
Yeah.
people use it all the time anyway. Yeah,
I
no.
leave it on.
You know. But that, I mean, if the people that are using.
They could come and park here.
Park here, go see it.
Yeah, I would be a.
Yeah, yeah. The plan, I don't know if you noticed, the actual plan for this grassy area, there is lighting over it that they call it, festival lighting, I think.
Kind of
You know, the
string.
big
String lighting, yeah, you can kind of see it in the picture.
Mhm.
Yeah, oh, that's cool.
Mhm.
So that'll be lit up.
Are there gonna be those lights under the pergola?
Not currently.
Yeah, but that would be really-
Because that would be
Keeping
really
ideas.
pretty at night, just sit
Yeah,
there.
very
Yeah.
often by.
That's great. Or a little twinkle.
Well,
light.
last I knew, we were under budget on the parts,
Twinkle lights.
but we're taking that under budget and, we're applying it to things like getting the remodel done downstairs and stuff like, because we can spread it out. So, anyway, but a little lighting it, doesn't sound so big.
No, it's.
Don't let the road people know about that.
So what?
The road fund.
Oh, I don't know, sometimes the lighting, they have those LED lights, you can, change them to different colors with like, St. Patty's Day, or,
Oh,
Fourth
fun,
of July, or
Yeah.
Christmas, or,
Yeah,
I know people have them
I was gonna
have
say,
them
yeah.
on their houses.
one of my neighbors does it and they change it for each holiday and they do a
Oh.
whole, goes with music and everything.
Oh, boy.
Crazy with that. I mean, that's a little over the top.
And your neighbor might-
Oh, Marilyn has a neighbor like that, don't you?
Oh, I do.
Yeah. It's just,
We have
Yeah.
to,
Right,
Yeah.
that's the
You can't
line
drive
of
down the
cars
street.
that go see it.
no, and the one is 2 houses in Bellisville, it makes no sense.
Right,
It's such a danger.
So you're right next door to them, right?
I'm the 4th,
Fourth house, okay.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, and he does other holidays too.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh,
I think of you when I go by there at night. I
He's
do.
in yard, but he does really well in decorating.
Now, we go that way now more, the Allisonville Road at 146 is open,
Yeah.
go west side, out, 146.
Yeah. So, any old business? New business, do we need to, oh, that's your, new business? Meeting?
And I'd like to schedule the meeting after I meet with Mike Reuter.
Oh,
So I know how much time.
well, we have the pre-budget meeting already.
Oh, is it scheduled?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
What do you got?
It is, I think August, did we do August? 20? So I know that it's the 9th, and so I don't think so. I think it's later than that. All right, I will get that as well. Oh, I just had it. Cause I put it on my paper calendar today. I wrote on my paper calendar, but
I use Dayminder, similar to time.
right,
Okay, we can find it.
Yeah.
All right.
fine, I'll let you know.
Yeah, I know,
Um,
starting the the day of the 29th, the evening, I guess, that's Friday and the
July.
following week. No,
Or August.
For Labor Day? For Labor Day, that whole
Labor Day.
week. I will be gone, but other than that, it'd be going the week.
Oh, officially.
It's following.
Yeah.
How I feel about Clearwater Beach.
August 26th and September 9th. How we feeling about that?
Okay, August 26th is. I'm at a conference.
My sister's birthday.
I'm in Fort Wayne.
Okay, so we need to change that.
Well, I mean, you can do it with you. No,
What is September 9th is the,
Would be the adoption.
oh,
will you be around
so
for
that's the
that?
public hearing is the
Mhm.
26th.
Mhm.
I don't know if we can we still change it?
It's been published.
I think
yet?
it's been published.
So I think
No,
we might
it
be,
is.
we might have to.
Can you, can you
We'll
Zoom in?
chat.
Can you FaceTime me in?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No. Okay,
Yeah.
I can do that. I mean, my class is done by like 4:00. Okay,
Yeah.
so the Delaware Township Board meeting is at 5:30? That's on the
Mhm.
26th, yeah, we can.
Delaware Township Board meeting.
And then.
Oh, it's in my calendar.
Right there.
And then the 9th again on.
The 9th, yeah.
Hmm.
It wasn't.
5:30?
Yep.
It's okay.
September 9th.
Got it. So the 26th is the public hearing and the 9th is to
The adoption.
adoption.
Township budget adoption.
Anyone else have anything? Motion to adjourn? Second? All in favor?
Thank you all.
Sure.
Sure.
Yeah. Thank you all. That's been amazing.
So did we edit the minute there? You have the minute, oh, you have the minutes, okay, perfect. I was like, I didn't.
Well,
You know, not I, we're in our shirt. Yeah.
Okay, I think I'm good. Speaking of the holiday thing, I lived in Florida from Naples, and the, neighborhood I lived in was like this massive loop, and we were the second house in, and the entire neighborhood would go full out for Christmas.
Oh, wow.
The city trolley would come through. I mean, you couldn't even go into the neighborhood on like Christmas Eve or on